Hello and welcome to Voices Against Trafficking's fundraising event, coast to coast. We are excited to have each and every one of you here listening, watching, and we are going to have such a great program. I'm so excited for all of us. I am Andy Berger, founder of Voices Against Trafficking, and our mission is to be a collective voice for the voiceless victims of human trafficking and sexual exploitation, to help them get help, healing, and hope. Our ultimate goal, of course, is to end human trafficking and sexual exploitation. So tonight, our brief program is all about how you can be part of the solution and help us help more victims that need our support. So tonight, we have three amazing guests, and I'm going to introduce them one at a time. First of all, I am so excited to introduce Ms. Danielle Bisutti. She is a two-time BAFTA award-nominated actress for her portrayal of the Norse goddess Freya. And that is in, for you gamers, the Sony PlayStation's BAFTA Best Video Game, award-winning God of War and God of War Ragnarok. And try and say that three times. I tried, I couldn't. But anyway, she is a writer, producer, director, singer, songwriter, so many things we don't have enough show to tell you all about them. But she is also she is also the cover of our special edition, Voices of Courage magazine, where we honor everyday people and people who are doing great things in the community and helping us to fight the fight against human predators in our country and around the world. In fact, we have some international folks that stayed up very late to watch this as well. So welcome to you as well. Danielle recently donated an original song called Heaven for our Broken Treasures, the Inspiration album. And it's to help further awareness of the need for us to act and to do more prevention so that we don't have to have child victims. We don't have to have any survivors of human trafficking. So with that, please help me welcome Ms. Danielle Bisutti. So Danielle, tell everyone what brought you to that and why you donated a beautiful song like Heaven.
Wow. Well, I always feel that everything is God-led in life, first and foremost. And a very dear friend of mine, Marlene Brem, who also donated one of her songs, we actually became friends through my brother. And then from there, we wrote a screenplay. And in the screenplay, she was remembering that tagline that you have, the giving a voice to the voiceless. And then she had introduced me to Voices Against Trafficking because she knew that I was involved in some different nonprofits, and I immediately it was a yes. She said, "Would you donate one of your songs?" And I think right away I knew it was going to be Heaven. The song, the lyric of the song is really sort of on this earthly plane, how we can struggle sometimes with the idea of heaven, right? Especially when there's strife and there's pain. And in the case of these victims, which it literally guts you to think about, especially for our children, just to not give out hope that there is a heaven and that there is a God, and that there is a plan, and that sometimes the path is survivorship. And so immediately I said, take my song. What else can I do? And then you and I got to talking, and you spoke to me a little bit more about how I could be involved. And obviously, you gave me the honor of being on Voices of Courage magazine. And yeah, and what's so great about being part of this album, Broken Treasures, by the way, what I love about Voices of Against Trafficking is that you guys aren't. I mean, like, it's fine. You could just say, hey, please hit the donate button and send us $25. We say, no, we're going to give you something. We're giving you this beautiful album with all these diverse songs and all these great artists from all over, as a gift to you. And as we know, music and art is healing. And therefore, we're healing by receiving the funds that are going to help to heal and help to put an end to these predators and to the trafficking.
That's great, Danielle. That's just absolutely phenomenal. We are just as honored to have you, and we were especially honored to do a full feature story about your life, your background. I can't give any tidbits away because we want people to go ahead and scan the QR code for the magazine, but tell everyone why they should have a copy of this magazine today.
Well, it was beautifully designed by you and Cassandra of iMag Media. I mean, it is quite lovely just to look at, but also the stories in there. I mean, my story I'm going to share about my background, a little girl with a dream, 4 years old, having watched Wizard of Oz, playing it
Mhm.
out in the backyard, and knowing that this was my destiny. And that's lovely. And I hope that my story can inspire people or maybe entertain them. But really, it's the tears of hope stories, and Teresa's story, what we think about, when we bring about, and these incredible stories of survivorship, and also people who are out there in the field who are helping to rescue, are the victims of trafficking. I mean, I hope long gone will be the days where we're sitting, in a bathroom in the airport, and we're seeing a warning about,
Mhm.
if anything looks suspicious, please call someone. Human trafficking. I mean, every city you go into, I mean, it's enough to break your heart. And so, just to be able to be on the magazine, to be able to help promote it in any way that I can, for people to hear the wonderful stories of courage and hope that are inside the magazine, to hopefully inspire you, also educate you, on what's out there, for your own safety, quite frankly, and everyone's safety. And then, of course, you buy the magazine. The money goes to support the cause, Voices Against Trafficking. So it's a win-win.
Well, thank you for that. Absolutely love that. And yes, we want everyone to be educated. The more that we know, the more likely we can prevent anyone from becoming a victim or to have to go through survival and rework their entire life, because we know for victims, it is a life sentence. Once that innocence has been stolen, until the day they die or the predators die. So thank you for that. And yes, get the magazine, go to voicesagainsttrafficking.com, scan the QR code, and make sure you read Danielle's story, and a lot of surprises in there. So I'm not going to spoil them, but we also have a lot of great stories that she told you about. And go to Voices Against Trafficking, and you can also get helplines and hotlines today. Go to the website and you can get those helplines and hotlines. We want you to have them in your phone so you can be ready to say something if you see something. But up next, guess what? We have one of the most amazing gentlemen I have had the honor and pleasure to meet. He's also a charter media member for Voices Against Trafficking. Kelly Wright is a man of extraordinary accomplishments and currently the senior White House correspondent for CBN News. But he is also an Emmy Award winning journalist who has covered hard news and stories that are most important facing the U.S. and all over the world, actually, in his tenure as a journalist. His passion for telling stories is to uplift and to unite, using journalism as a tool to shine a light in the middle of all the challenges. Now, here's another twist. He is also an ordained minister and sought after gospel singer. He has performed in venues, for those of you who know music, like the Apollo Theater, the Cotton Club, the Metropolitan Room, and Lincoln Center. So let's welcome Mr. Kelly Wright to our Coast to Coast fundraiser event for Voices Against Trafficking. So, Kelly, welcome, and tell us about the song that you wrote and what the topic is. Just very briefly, don't give it all away. That you did for Voices Against Trafficking and our album called Broken Treasures, the Inspiration Album.
Andy, it's good to see you. Thank you for having me on this important evening. The song is called I Can Trust in You. And it's a song about, I won't give it all away, but it's a song about a young teenage girl who is exposed to people manipulating her and exploiting her through social media. And as a result of that, she goes through a very difficult time emotionally, spiritually, mentally. And so you'll have to listen to the song. It's actually a song when we recorded it in Nashville. I heard the song and I said, you know what? I think I need to speak to this song. I need to have a spoken voice as well as sing a few of the lyrics. So we sang the chorus line, but it's about this young 13-year-old girl who ultimately finds a way of breaking free from the degradation that she was exposed to through social media, through older men and younger men actually abusing her And you know, recently we just had the First Lady Melania Trump uh, get a get a bill passed that talks about social media and these lurid pictures of young ladies,
Yeah.
young girls, and even young women that have been posted online. And the name of that bill was Take It Down. So
Yeah.
they're able to take it down so it doesn't follow them the rest of their lives, so that they can go ahead and have a life of reconciliation, restoration, and transformation without looking over their shoulders at a painful past.
Absolutely. Kelly, thank you for bringing that up because it is very recent. And I understand that as soon as a victim makes social media outlets aware that they want that photo or photos taken down, that outlet has just 48 hours or less to take it down, which is the name of the act. But that's important because they no longer have to go to a court, get lawyers, do any of that. They can simply say, that's not consensual or whatever it is. So thank you for bringing that up because it is very important. So why should somebody buy the Broken Treasures Inspiration album today?
In order to repair the broken treasures
Mhm.
that have been in disrepair from people. And this is a way of funding Voices Against Trafficking. It's a way of providing some insight, information, and inspiration to get involved. For those of you who are watching internationally, to get involved with Voices Against Trafficking, to hear the plight of what so many women have been going through child exploitation. And dare I say that even some young boys and young men have been taken into this
Mhm.
sinister trade that really dehumanizes the people, the individuals trapped in this, the deprivation of this, the forced child labor, and all of the exploitation that goes on sexually, physically. This is really a time for you to be able to really hear what Broken Treasures is about, the music, and it reflects what's going on in our society globally today.
Thank you, Kelly. That's awesome. And I do want to let the audiences know that 15 titles are all original songs on that album. Most, or at least half of the artists are still touring internationally. So this is very professional. It's something that will really inspire your heart and your mind, whether it's to thought or to action. But we're really excited to offer that. I believe that music, reading, whether it's magazine articles or books that we have, all of these things help us pass along the information, help us get more engaged with the solution to human trafficking instead of just saying, well, what can I do? Well, today we have a way for you to do something that will help us help more. So thank you, Kelly, for that. I really appreciate that so much. And next up, we have Ms. Cassandra Tyndall, and she is the president and CEO of IMAG Media. She is also editor in chief of Women's Straight Talk magazine. Some of you may already be subscribers and read that, and you should. She's an advocate for women's empowerment, and she is also a media innovator. She uses cutting edge digital content to inspire, educate, and unite women across cultures and industries. I wanted to read that very carefully because I am not the techno person. She is the brains behind a lot of our operations, as well as Morgan Visser. But Cassandra is actually redefining modern media through bold storytelling, journalistic excellence, and unwavering advocacy. We all need to be advocates. So we are going to see a stunning example of her work in just a few moments. But please, for now, help me welcome Cassandra Tyndall to the Coast to Coast. Yay! So, Cassandra,
Well, good evening.
oh,
Hi.
good evening. Hey, I know you have something very important to tell the audience. You have a special party to invite them to. Tell us about that.
Well, first of all, I just want to say how excited and grateful that I am to be here on this journey and sharing this important mission with you to eradicate human sex trafficking and child exploitation. You know, there's many ways that we all can support this really critical mission. So, it's all about really just kind of keeping our children, our communities, and our families safe from these horrific crimes, right?
Mhm.
So, as a media partner, producer, all right, with Voices Against Trafficking, we are bringing awareness. We're bringing awareness through our Voices of Courage magazine in both print and digital format. Okay, our goal is to inform, to amplify the voices of our heroes, and to inspire hope and healing. So at iMac Media, we recognize that entertainment is powerful, the power of entertainment, and how it can be used creatively to drive positive change. So, with that in mind, I just want to say that we're really, really thrilled to announce our global conference and gala event. That's IMAG Media and Voices Against Trafficking's global conference and gala event happening at the Liberty Science Center in Jersey City. And that's going to take place in September 27th of 2025. And believe me, this semi-formal event is sure to not just entertain, but to celebrate, featuring an award, a nomination. We have live entertainment. We have just a gourmet dining. We have a fashion show, and of course, inspiring speakers. Great, amazing, inspiring speakers. So we want to invite all of you here. Hopefully, you come out and join us and to support.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for that. I know I'm looking forward to going there. The Liberty Science Center is very historical. I know that you secured the best room ever, which overlooks New Jersey and possibly the New York skyline, depending on which window you're looking through. But as importantly, our audience, those who decide to come, can actually meet Danielle Basutti and Mr. Kelly Wright at that event, because they are two
Yeah,
of our honorees. And I'm not going to give any more names out because you have to be there.
yeah, yeah.
All right. But before we get to the very special music video that Cassandra designed and produced specifically for Danielle's song Heaven, I want to encourage you, look at those QR codes, scan them, go ahead and go to the website, but definitely help support the work that we are doing in your communities far and wide. And enjoy the magazine, enjoy the music, tell a friend. You know, Mother's Day, Father's Day, there are birthdays, there are holidays. You might want to even gift somebody special in your life with those. And so without further ado, what we're going to do is we're going to end our program. We thank you for being here with a 4-minute video, and enjoy. God bless and have a wonderful evening.
Well, everyone wants to believe the world is colder now and I can hardly breathe. Now I'm reaching out for heaven. I'm releasing doubt for heaven. And then the repetition starts, secretly, safely building walls around my heart. You'll find me waiting here for heaven. I'm lost inside this year, where's heaven? Time's passing each day, the fabric of my future fading away. What's left here to see? The fragment of a girl fighting to be free. I know that you're gone, but I can't help holding on. Will I always feel this way in a city of city of if I could hold you once again. I am surrounded by all things come to an end. I've never cried out loud for heaven. I've always been too proud for heaven. What's left here to see? The fragment of a girl fighting to be free. I know that you're gone, but I can't help holding on. Will I always walk alone in a city of city of our sacred place, no sudden moves. I am quite certain that your ghost is passing through. I hope they treat you kind in heaven. Baby, I'm next in line for heaven. Time's passing each day, the fabric of my future fading away. What's left here to see? The fragment of a girl